Hey, what's up, y'all? So Arenavincent back up in here, exploring life like always. You know what it's time for. 2023 USFL, that's the United States Football League Championship game prediction results and thoughts on the whole championship game. Again, the United States Football League, this is a USFL, modern era 2.0. You know, this is the second go around. This is year 2. So again, to all the motherfucking haters out there, year 2. All right, year 2 is in the books. They have crowned their champion. And again, the Birmingham Stallions are your back-to-back USFL champions of the modern era, or 2.0 if you want to do that. Again, the Birmingham Stallions are doing what the Green Bay Packers did, entering the Super Bowl era, winning the first 2 Super Bowls. That's what the Green Bay Packers did in the NFL. And now the Birmingham Stallions are trying to do that, and they did it, winning the first 2 modern era USFL championships back to back, baby. The score was 12-28. Your homie Arenavincent got my pick wrong. I took the upset. I'd taken the Pittsburgh Maulers to get it done. They couldn't get it done. Red zone offense was horrible, and that's what killed you guys. But let me give you my thoughts on the game. It was a good game. I watched most of it. I think I got into when I started watching it was 3 minutes left in the first quarter. So it was a great game. Pittsburgh scored first. I believe it was 3-0, and then Birmingham, of course, did their thing. There's some questionable refereeing. Not questionable. They missed some calls. The referees did. I'm not saying it could have affected the game, but this is what happened. Again, red zone offense for the Pittsburgh Maulers was fucking horrible. I got this pick wrong. I did take the Maulers, all right? So let me give you my thoughts. Like I said, I'm repeating myself. But the Maulers just couldn't get it done in the fucking red zone. So they kept settling for field goals. That's all that was scored, field goals. Okay. Couple things happened. One, there was a missed call. It was illegal motion. Birmingham Stallions were in the red zone, so they were about to score. I forget what down it was, so I don't know if it made a difference. But the referees did not throw the flag. There was an illegal motion. It went down, and on that play, the Birmingham Stallions scored the touchdown. So that was a missed call. And then also another missed call was, and the Pittsburgh Maulers head coach was giving the business, telling those motherfucking referees they missed the call. This is a championship game. Do your goddamn job. He was heated. Some of the announcers that were announcing the game said maybe he should have not controlled himself, but after a while just let it go, because they said the way that game was called after that incident was kind of either the coach wasn't paying attention or they were just taking more chances. But there is when the Birmingham Stallions punted the ball away, there was an illegal formation. They didn't have enough guys on the line. They didn't call that either. That could have pinned them back a little bit more, could have gave the Pittsburgh Maulers better field position, but that didn't happen. But the key to this game, I think what happened was, as soon as the Pittsburgh Maulers missed their field goal after the turnover they had, that's kind of went downhill for the Pittsburgh Maulers. That's in my eyes, offensive-wise. And what I mean by that was the Birmingham Stallions had the football. Their MVP quarterback, fucking Magoo, I think his name's Magoo, long-haired motherfucker. He fumbled the ball. They stripped him. He kept running away he kept running back and back, and they stripped him. The big defensive lineman picked up the ball, and he was running towards the end zone, right? And then his teammate came up from the side of him and told him to give him the ball because he was about to go down. The big lineman was not. This is a big lineman, and this is his teammate. So they're running, right? And the big lineman was about to go down. And so his teammate came, but his teammate went too forward, and the big guy handed him the ball. Handed the guy, the skinny guy went into the end zone. They thought they scored a touchdown. Momentum was on the side of the Pittsburgh Maulers. Everybody was cheering. It was a great play. But after further review, not Dean Blandino, the other motherfucker, Mike Pereira, I think. He's the head of officiating for the USFL. They said that was an illegal forward, not pass, but illegal forward handoff. If he was on the side of him, it would have been fine. If he was on behind him, it would have been fine. But since he was forward and the lineman had to give him the ball forward, they called it back. So they took the touchdown away. And then on that same drive, the damn Pittsburgh Maulers could not get into the end zone because they put the ball right where the guy recovered the football. I guess that's how they determined how that touchdown got reversed for the Pittsburgh Maulers. Pittsburgh Maulers couldn't get into the end zone. So it was still 12. They still had 12 points at the time, all on field goals. So they sent out their field goal unit, and the field goal kicker missed the field goal. The way they hiked that ball, the ball was not hiked well. The spotter or the fucking placer had to kind of like double dribble the ball a little bit, and the kicker kicked it. It just straight left, wide left, not wide left, but it was just left off. Didn't go in. And that was that. And I think that's what killed their motivation. Because the Maulers were scoring, even though they weren't touchdowns. They were field goals. It still kept you alive. It kept them down by like 6 or 7 or 3 or 4. So they still needed to score a touchdown. But it still kept them in the game. But after that, Birmingham scored. And then they scored again. And that was it. I think that for the Maulers offensive-wise. And so those two, so that's what kind of killed the Maulers, man. It was a fumble recovery, but since the lineman handed it off forward, it was a legal handoff, I guess. That's in the fucking rules. So they had to call back that touchdown. The Pittsburgh Maulers missed a field goal. So that field goal would have made it like 15-21 or something like that. So then, or 15 to 14 or some shit like that, or 15, I don't know. But it was a great game. But the Maulers just could not get out of their own way, could not score a fucking offensive touchdown. And the Maulers did their best to keep in check the Birmingham Stallions. But when the Birmingham Stallions did score, they did score quick. So there was still time for the Maulers to do shit. But again, the offense was not clicking for the Pittsburgh Maulers. So your Birmingham Stallions are your back-to-back USFL champions of the modern era. And your homie Arenavincent got that pick wrong. Also, but what I liked when they were celebrating, I watched the whole thing. So they did the whole trophy ceremony and kind of give him the trophy and then named the MVP. Man, they were cracking bottles of Miller Lite, 40 ounces, baby. They got the 4 O's cracking bottles, dumping it on each other. And I was like, wait up. Are those fucking 40 ounces? When I was watching, I was like, hell yeah, they're 40 ounces, baby. Fuck yeah, man. Me and a Mickey's guy. But they were cracking the Miller Lite 40s in celebration. That shit's cool. To me, that just brought a smile to my face because 40s are cool. I always thought 40s were cool back when I was younger. And then when I drank them, they don't taste that great, but they get you there. And to me, that was cool that they were cracking 40s in celebration. I don't give a fuck. Somebody say, oh, that's cheap, that's tax. No, it's not. Motherfuckers be cracking beer cans. So these are just 40 ounces, all right? So that was cool. So it did bring me a smile to my face, even though I got my pick wrong. But the USFL, it's a wrap for year 2. And your back-to-back champions are the Birmingham Stallions. It's good and bad, I think, for the league. It's good in one part because it's a fan base. So fans will go and support the Stallions. The Stallions have put themselves as the best team to beat in the USFL. And then the bad part is, again, it just happens a lot. There's no continuity or like where it's like, hey, everyone has a chance to win. You do, because the Pittsburgh Maulers had a horrible record, but they got in because the division they were in, there's only like 8 teams total, so 4 teams in each division or some shit like that. So that's what's going to happen. But all I say is support the USFL, guys. Support these spring leagues, the XFL, the USFL. Then there's the Arena League, the indoor football leagues about to do their playoffs soon. You can catch all those on YouTube, but that's arena football. So I get it. Some people don't like that. But support these leagues. Once again, I got to emphasize why. Because not only for the players getting a chance to fulfill their dream or get more tape, also for anybody who's working in the front offices, working the equipment guys, the trainers, the referees, the media relations people. That goes for male or female. So that helps for people who want to get their foot into sports media or sports in general, and people who still want to maintain a career in sports and all that. So that's why I say support these leagues, not just for the players, but for all the other people that go into with it, So that's a wrap. The United States Football League year 2023 champion is the Birmingham Stallions. They go back to back. I got that pick wrong. As always, thank you for exploring the arena we call life. Your homie, Arenavincent. Vincent365 production. Novello. Give me a like, give me that share. Also, a link in the description is to my podcast. I'm going to drop July's episode or June's episode. I had everything recorded by the 30th, but my dumb ass completely forgot to post it. So I'm probably going to post it either tonight or on after July 4th, but we'll see. But it's already done. That was supposed to be for June, but as of course, I lagged it and fucked everything. I forgot about it, forgot to post it, so I messed everything up. But again, check out, link in the description. That's to my podcast. I do one podcast episode a month, so hopefully you enjoy that. And then my all social medias are right down there as well. Again, once again, United States Football League, the 2023 USFL champion is your Birmingham Stallions. They go back to back. And that's it. And that's all. And I got that pick wrong. Peace.